two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Wants to go up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking for room, it's Berry. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Here's the give off the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Blocking big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there, go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of minutes.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gathers. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Howard in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got some room in under the goal line. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might be changing the route. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A long way to go on 4th and goal.
Let's go. Arrow.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quick toss to the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finding open areas. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Tide a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play to open the period. To throw, it's Fussell. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. All wideouts, no backs. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slips a tackle. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unleashes one. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Buying some time. The throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. We're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the 1st half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back. It's Van Buren. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end. Taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. To the air, it's Russell. Extending the play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC's going to give him the ball some more.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. Steps away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Young.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Alabama will get the first down.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Quick completion to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. start this drive at the 33-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. Can't get him to the ground. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Parker. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Van Buren. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on his feet. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires to the right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.